Hi, hello, how are you all this fine day? I hope that if you're here, you are subscribed to my channel and you like this video if you happen to enjoy it, and you subscribe to my weekly newsletter that has the newest video, newest blog post, all that fun stuff. It's all down below. But with that said, I am super excited to be able to share this all with you because I've shared so much already, and I received a formal diagnosis of autism, and I guess saying that is quite weird. Not gonna lie, but I am so grateful and really quite privileged just knowing that this isn't something that a lot of people, and let alone women in my position, could actually tell you. But I'm here, I did the thing, and I wanted to especially talk about it because I originally, when I first kind of realized that I was autistic, I didn't necessarily think that I would go through the whole process of evaluation. And it was in more recent months, weeks, that it became more seemingly important for me, just not only just for the validation. I love validation, so that's really nice, but also to be able to ask for resources when I actually need them, and they are much more likely to be available to me, such as just general disability, potential housing, potentially, I just said that, accommodations in different settings that I am realizing that I really need to live the life that I want to. So those are my reasons, and the whole process was quite draining. It was over 2 separate appointments plus a follow-up, here are your results kind of thing, and each appointment that I went to was about 3.5 hours, and they were chock full, and it included just a general introductory conversation about my history and what I was wanting from the whole thing, and from there it was more or less a personality inventory, looking for any underlying mental health concerns and more cognitive problem solving, face reading or empathy, and it was not only filling out all the fun forms, but also solving puzzles and doing what felt like standardized testing again with like math and reading, as well as vocabulary, general knowledge, and like I mentioned, more or less reading faces and reading different emotions based off of pictures and voices. So that was all on my end, as well as having people close to me fill out their own forms to then send back and add to the whole jumble. So it's a lot. I did not realize how much it was until I came out of that first day, and the day after that I was energetically just dead. And it takes a toll. It's very thorough, which I appreciate, and at least in my experience, I can only hope that whoever else is in this process or is interested in it receives similar consideration and attention. The psychologist evaluating me was very receptive to what I had to include that was separate from the testing, and what I was hoping for in all of the things, and being very aware, which was super nice, of the discrepancy of female and male portrayals or expressions of autism. And I think that was really important for me, knowing that if someone were to look at me compared to a man or someone that has more like not life altering, but inhibiting symptoms, I guess, they would likely never think I was autistic, which is why it took so long. And I'm grateful that it was all thorough enough that it took into consideration the sensory aspects and the social aspects, the executive functioning, and all that jazz. And otherwise, it kept the conclusions I've had before with my own mental health, especially affirming my anxiety, which I don't think was ever actually formally diagnosed before, and just generalized anxiety disorder, and persistent depressive disorder, or dysthymia, if I'm pronouncing that right, just chronic low-grade depression. And I'm trying to think of anything else that would be important. I would love to hear if you have any questions, comments, all that jazz, to comment them down below. So if there is something that I missed, I can address it and help it out, because I obviously went into the process with not that much knowledge of the process itself beyond it could be difficult, not only in the time and effort, but difficult in it might take more than one doctor or evaluation to actually receive those answers. So again, I'm so grateful that it all worked out like it did, and I can't think of anything else right now. So if this is a topic you'd like me to come back to with fresh perspectives, I would love to. And with that, thank you so much for being here, and as well as supporting me with all that I share and just lay it all out in every vulnerable kind of way, and just supporting me in who I actually am and in this process of figuring that out even more so. So, wishing you all the absolute best and all the blessings, and I will see you all next time.